Lot 92, and I just want to show the ride up to lot 92. Here's the main entrance. You have the mailbox to the left. Okay, from here, we're gonna go around the outside of the subdivision, the perimeter. The roads kind of suck now because they haven't put the sand. They're a little bumpy and got little potholes. The sand washes out, and not too big a deal. I'm going about 10 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour. He's got a neat little setup. So we've just turned the subdivision. It's a big subdivision. The roads are a lot of potholes right now. And we're already at Brackenridge, so it's real close to the entrance. I'm going to get an exact distance on the way back to the entrance. So we're turning on Brackenridge. Okay, and so I looked down Brackenridge, and this road's washed out quite a bit. I mean, of course, it's all drivable, but it doesn't look so hot in the rainy season. At the end of the road, I'm seeing fresh mounds, large mounds of road base. So I'm assuming that the subdivision put that road base there for so they can repair these roads, which is kind of nice. I don't see that on the other roads. They always do that to here. So give me an idea of what these roads look like. Remember, this is the rainy season. Okay? This is the rainy season. They can't do the roads during the rainy season. They can't maintain them. It's impossible because it rains every single day and washes it out. It's a waste of money. Of course, this is as bad as it gets. Now let's examine the road base that they're going to be using for these roads. So that's a good amount too. I'm not saying they're not going to use that for other parts of the subdivision. Maybe that's a good drop-off spot for the road base, but kind of nice to have that on the road itself. So that's you can see that's a difference in color. The white behind it is the gravel. That's the actual road base, which is nice. Okay, so I just wanted to show the roads here. We're turning around Brackenridge. It goes into an L. And the lot is right down on the right, so it's real close to the entrance. I'm gonna go ahead and just park in front of the lot. There's two houses right here. I'm going to try to whip through this video somewhat if I can. There's lot 102. We just sold that one. And our property is right here. So not far away at all. Not far away at all. Okay. Now we're going to walk back from the property. Okay, here's lot 92. So what I want to do is I'm going to be a little more in depth on the street. Of course, the neighbors don't like me just sticking a camera in their properties. I get that. I'll try to be a little discreet, but okay. The subdivision has already started doing the easements. Yes, they cut the easements down, which is kind of nice. I'm assuming they cut the easements. I've seen them do it for years. But let's just see on this side. once they cut both sides of the easements and they maintain it all during the summer, it looks really, really nice. Right now it's completely overgrown. We just had rain last night, the night before. Okay, exactly 80 feet away is this little cabin. Keep in mind, none of these easements are cut down yet. So it gives that little ratty-tatty look, but it's not. It's a real nice section. Now, here's this little cabin. It's 80 feet away. You can see my car right there. Okay, there's his lot marker. It's precisely 80 feet away, 2 lots away. As I pivot, I really dig that property. Now, I have been watching this property for quite some time because it's a cute little property. It's neat and clean. It's just not maintained. And the irony is I never, ever see a car parked in front. I have a hard time thinking that there's a full-time resident here. I've been down the street at least 20 or 30 times in the last 6 months because I worked on my other lots. And nothing. I never see a vehicle. I never see garbage out front or anything. So I think this is a great, the American flag makes you feel a lot better. Love that flag. But it makes you wonder if maybe there are people up north, a lot of northerners, and they may not come down. Okay. As I walk down this street, I can't say anything bad about this street. There's some of the streets in here, yeah, there's some bad people as far as their properties are ugly. Another nice typical RV setup. This lot was just done to the right. You can see the roads always wash out. I can't wait till they do the roads. It's been a particular bad season, so it won't get any bad. Hey, little buddy. Okay, here's an old house right there. Hey, little buddy. And right here is one of my lot sales. My customer, Steve, he's great. Steve just had his lot done. Dave did his lot. And this is a single lot. And this is what Steve managed to put on his lot. I don't want to bother him. Hey, little buddy. So Steve did a real good job. And Dave put this down. So it's pretty consistent. Hey, dude. And that's the only dog that's running around. I think there's a little chihuahua running around. He's not going to bother you. He's not going to bother you. Okay. Okay, walking back to the property. It's, this is one property that it's hard to find a negative on. Some properties are, I can point out a lot of flaws and what have you if I had to. And I gotta tell you, there's the cabin once again. And then there's the house. I can't find anything too bad about this area, except the streets are bad anywhere you go. Remember that. But they will be nice. They will get all flat and everything in the next month as they grade them. By the way, one thing I like about this lot, I mean, you're going to want to put a culvert naturally, but you can see how small that is. You're not going to need a lot of dirt. You're not going to need a lot of dirt. My other lot has got a long easement. You're going to need a lot of dirt. But it's going to be a long video, unfortunately, but great property. I love that property. Brand new steel structure. We watched them put it up. Really nicely done. That's why you need a culvert. It's got good flowage though. I believe that's lot 97. That lot is owned across the street by that gentleman right there. It's kind of a good thing to know. Try to get over here in the shade a little bit. Here is a lot we just sold. We just sold that lot. I cleared that. There's your overgrowth. And that's in 30 days. Let me get an idea of the overgrowth in 30 days. That's a good example of overgrowth. Okay, I cleared this lot, and that was brutal. I pulled 7 massive pine out, but that is the extent. The green, that's your overgrowth. Okay, so right now, she needs to go with a weed eater. It's pretty easy to go cut that down. Take about 2 hours, an hour and a half. Okay, she needs to go cut that down. Simple solution is weed kill. I try to tell people this. Put the weed kill. It works great. Spend a little money and you won't have any problems. Just to give you a marker. Just to kind of show you where we are in relation. Maybe you can see my vehicle. Water. Dagnabbit. Okay. There's my vehicle right there. Okay. The camera goes out of focus when I point in front of it. You can see the size of this easement. It's really, really wide. Okay. Gonna need a lot more dirt on this side of the road. Those are short, little tiny easements, so I want to think the cost is going to be a lot less. As I pivot around, I believe this was either just sold or just rented because I saw agents cleaning in there and it was completely empty, this mobile home. Now, the significance of this that I wanted to point out is they're no problem. They had little tiny dogs, just two houses together. So the significance of this is this. There's the car. Let me try to get back into focus. There's my vehicle. Right there, okay? Now, where I'm standing, if I pivot around through this lot, you can see there's some tire tracks. This lot is obviously owned. It's owned by somebody. All the lots are, but nobody's using this lot, and nobody owns a lot. Nobody's built on a lot next to it. So unless frantically this section built up, you'll always have a quick, rapid cut through to the boat ramp if you let's just say, if you wanted to go for a walk at nighttime, you know, you were having a barbecue with some friends and were drinking and didn't want to drive. I mean, think about it. That's pretty nice. It's right across the street, and you can walk down to that boat ramp section. So as I pivot around, each lot's about 100 feet. So I want to say 100 feet here. And by the way, if somebody were to build on this lot, well, you can cross the lot next to it if you really had to. But it's kind of neat that there's this, that there are tire tracks here to begin with. I guess somebody owned the lot and cleared it at one point. You're not allowed to put an entrance on the highway. So they may have tried to clear it and realized they put an entrance and just walk from it, who knows. Okay, so as I walk out, as a matter of fact, I think Dave is here. I'm gonna meet up with Dave right now. I had Dave come out. I called him last night and I said to him, I want you to scrutinize this property. And I let him know that there's somebody interested in it and they need precise numbers. He's already been here before, but I wanted him to come out and to eyeball everything so that there are no gray areas. So there's Dave's truck. And, you know, that's about as much as I can point out the flaws in this property. I'm going to say, based on counting the lots, that's lot 92. To the lot that I cleared, that's 102, that's 20 lots. 40 feet per lot. I want to say, what, 800 feet? Nah, it couldn't be. Let me see, 20 lots, yeah. 20 lots. No, 92 to 102 is 10, I'm sorry. 10 lots by 40 feet is 400 feet. And then 100 feet to the boat ramp. So you're precisely 500 feet away if you were to cross the highway and walk to the boat ramp. That's pretty cool. Anyway, here's Dave, and I'm going to go with him. All right, here's my buddy Dave. Dave is great. And here's his sign. And Dave is playing on his phone right now. And he was kind enough to come out here and meet with us, actually with me. And Dave, say hello. Come on, man.
Hi, how you doing?
And
I'd be happy to work for you if you need it.
Yeah, Dave and Val have been doing all the lots in here. They got over 20, 30, 40 lots done. I can't even count right now.
I got a call right here.
Okay, I'll let you go, Dave, but I'm going to walk the property when you get a chance. But anyway, I managed to snag Dave. So, okay, I'm going to try to walk this right now. Let me grab them. Got mosquitoes all over me. Hold on. Okay, entering this lot, there's a big tree right there. Okay, we want to avoid that tree if at all possible. Okay, so from there, you got a clearing right through here, in my opinion. Hey, you can also go from the far right as well. And I might go from the far right now that I think about it. And here's the reason why. There's a tree there. So if I were to go from here and just at a slight angle to the left, slight angle, why would I go to the right side of the lot and not the left side? It doesn't really matter, however, the gamble. You see that transformer? Well, this will put you 10 feet closer. And I got to tell you, I think that they could probably hop from, the pole's going to go there, the big pole. I think you got a chance of not having to pay for a transformer. It's so close. If you were to put the pole here and put the driveway on that side, you might just be 20 feet too far away. And I have a feeling that if you play the odds, you put it there, put your driveway on the right side. I mean, there's no guarantees with the electric company, but curb it that way. So if I was to walk through here, as I breach this tree line, Okay. Now, I'm big on saving money, so I'm big on leaving any big tree there is. Okay. Uh, Looking at I would take the driveway at a slight angle to here. That's just me. These are two big trees on the right side. So that's important. And that's something that you got to weigh out. Because, yeah, it's always better to go do a straight driveway. It's always easier and probably looks a little more aesthetic. But they're two big trees. I mean, those are shade trees. Those are not pine. That's, you drop pine. Pine don't really make much of a difference when it comes to shade. Now, if you came from the left side of the lot and your marker is right there, you could pretty much do a nice straight driveway, a pad. All this will drop easily. As you can see where I'm walking right now. Very wide open. There's not a lot of clearing. Well, I take that back. There's always a lot of clearing. But it's not as bad as some of the other ones. So there's my marker. If you were to pull the driveway in here. Now, once again, you may have to pay for the transfer. They may put the pole there. If they put the pole there and you put the driveway there, that's not a problem. But you're going to go through the trees. So it's all really a gamble. You want to take the gamble on underground electric? I don't know how important that is to people. But if you had to on this property and you put the driveway there so that you don't come at too sharp of an angle there, so you could leave these two big beautiful trees. I mean, these are beautiful trees, okay? So if you didn't want that sharp angle driveway and you didn't mind electricity coming, at your big pole through the trees, and you wanted to sacrifice the opportunity to go underground, then right about there would be a nice place to put the driveway. And you could put that all the way back. There's two trees there that I would leave. There's plenty of space to get a unit on. Now, at the back corner lot line is a resident. So let's go to the back corner lot line so we can see just how close the resident is. I'm going to try to line up with the survey marker. Okay, so this is the back of the lot line. This is about the back. And, okay, I'm going to try to guesstimate this. Okay, okay. Those are the two massive trees in the front. Okay, the ones we looked at breaching the property. Those are the two massive ones. So I'm going to say that with that, your lot line's right about there. So it's going to come right about here. So I'm going to say right about here. Mosquitoes are terrible. So right there. And somebody lives there. They're full-time. There's their vehicle. They enter through the opposite side. Right about here is a lot line, I would say right about here. So you are clean 40 feet away from their back marker. Now, I wouldn't put my unit farther than here. Keep it to the center for privacy. That'll give you enough distance between them. However, if I'm on the lot line right about here, here is this trailer right there. And the front yard looks all right. That's an empty lot, obviously. So I'm going to try to get another shot of him. It's always got to work around neighbors. And there's no bad neighbors on this street that I know of. So that's 40 feet away at the back lot line. Okay. Let me get another gander of his unit. So I'm walking on the lot next to mine. And that's what's going to be about 40 feet away from the back lot line. Okay. And it looks like he's got a shed back there is what he's doing. He's built on a shed, the back of his unit. So I'm going to say that My lot line's right about there. There's a unit. So right down there. Wow, the mosquitoes are really bad, so I'm going to hop out. Dave brought up a good point. Dave was telling me that it's important what side you put the driveway on because where your camper is going to open up to. And he's saying you want to go on that side, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that when you put now that nobody's to say they can't put the camper in the center, right? If they put the camper here, even if they came from this right side, if they went at an angle right by these two trees and they were to go right here, they'd be dead center of the lot though. That wouldn't be too bad, would it?
Your edge of the lot, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, you know, going down this lot line, he's right. I never thought about that. You're going to open your door to that side. So you definitely want to get that either here or you want to drop these two trees and take it down the left lot line.
You would only have to drop this one.
You'd only have to drop this one?
Just the one, and then you can bring your camper in and bring it in at an angle.
Okay.
Angle it in and then straighten it out.
Okay, so you would just need to drop this. Still, I'm thinking, Dave, if they were to bring the driveway right there and bypass this.
Right there in the middle, and you can come by and swing by that.
Okay, and you wouldn't have to drop those two trees.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that would work. And you could bring it right to the center so your door would open right in the center. Okay. Okay.
I'll tell you what, this is going to be a nice shady lot, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know. And I was telling the person last night how hot it is in Texas. I didn't want to sugarcoat it. Whew. Dave looks like one of the zombies in an apocalypse in the middle of July. We all do. But anyway, yeah, I see the best way to do this is to come at the angle, bypass the two trees. You know, that would save you cutting both trees or either one of them.
And then you could put the driveway right in the middle.
Okay.
Right in the middle.
And that would leave you enough.
Give them enough room to come through here.
You see, I was worried about underground electric, and you know they got to be so far away from the driveway. You know, they got to have a shot at it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if they have to go through the trees, they have to go through the trees. Nobody knows, but I know the electric company wants to stay 10 feet away from the culvert. And if my marker is right there, and we could put the driveway there, even if we could just, you know, if you got to go through the trees, you got to. And they got that transformer there, and that's pretty close. I'm wondering if they can save the cost on the transformer, then they can get a new one. I don't know. Maybe. It's hard to say. So I think that's the way to do it on this.
They probably had to go with an above ground pole.
Yeah. Okay. They might have to go through the trees.
Then you could bring your electric in. Where's the edge of the property? Line is right about here, huh?
Yeah. Let me stand on the. I'll stand on the lot line. Okay. Here's my marker right here. So I'm standing on the lot line.
There's a shot right through there. If they put a pole there, you can bring it in here.
But if they put the pole there, they're going to make them drop that tree at the front, right?
No, there's enough room to get through there. We just have to trim the branches.
Okay. Okay, good. That's good. You know, anything we can do to not to...
Yeah, they could bring it right here on this line.
Okay. You know, I do like that idea coming to there. That's actually perfect. You know? It's actually perfect. Well, anyway, Dave took his time to come out here. Dave, hey, I really appreciate it. Sir, oh, no, elbow. There you go. The coronavirus shake. But anyway, we're going to let Dave go because, you know, he's pretty busy and I got a little bit of his time. But anyway, we're going to drive out to the boat ramp and we're going to time that. So, yeah.
And then they could bring that in and just kind of back, as you're backing in, cut your angle in and you'd be right up there.
Yeah, just like that.
Keep all them nice shade trees.
Yeah, and leave these two trees right here. Leave those two. Those are important. Yeah, this is nothing to take down right here. Just go right in there, right to the center. Yeah. So I'm wondering about that transformer, Dave. I mean, look how close it is. Can't they hop off of that? I know they hop.
They might.
It's a 50.
They hop off of some, but.
Well, I was thinking, look, you know, if that.
Oh, they got a pole right here.
Yeah, but there's no.
Come off of this pole.
Yeah, but there's no transformer though.
I know. They'll probably have to have it.
You think you have to have a transformer? Because I was looking at if they put the pole right on this marker right here, they can't go across the street. That's what, It's no more than 70 feet. That's just too much for the weight of the line.
That's too much.
Okay, that's a shame. Well,
but, like the best thing would be to put the pole on this side.
okay.
That way, when you run your electric in, they're only going to run the electric in 30 foot. That's all the part
okay.
they'll go
30
for
foot.
a big pole.
Okay.
And with all these trees in here, you're not going to be able to get it underground.
Okay. So they are going to probably go through the trees. Okay, that's good to know. I need to know that. You know, I don't like talking to people and not knowing precisely. I'm glad I called you out here. You know, every lot is different. You know about these lots. But, you know, still, even if they put the pole there, there's a shot they can go underground, right?
They won't go underground. They have to have 18-foot clearance
18?
to run their machine through there.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And then when you get to underground pole, it has to be 10 foot off the line, off of the property line.
Okay.
So that's why a lot of people go with the big pole, the straight pole, you know, and because you can put it right on the property line.
Okay.
And then it's all out of your way.
Yeah, so that's probably better than having to gamble on the underground scenario. So I can put that pole right on that marker and you don't lose that entrance. Okay. Gosh, that's good information. 18 foot, huh? Yeah. All right. Well, Dave, I think this wraps us up. Okay, I'm in front of the lot, and we're going to see just how far it is to the boat ramp. Dave just left, and he brought up a really good point. It's a minor point, but it's a good one. It's in front of the lot, right there, you can see a little pin dot of the lake. I don't know what that's worth, but there's not a lot in this subdivision that you can get a glance of, just even something of the lake. Okay, so that's kind of neat. It's okay. So we're going to time this. I'm at 30 seconds. And we're going to go ahead, drive out, and we're going to gauge the distance to the entrance. I'm going to take you all the way to the boat ramp, and that will conclude everything. There's a lot of video on this. I apologize, but this is for both of us. So anyway, it also gives me a chance to verify the information that I say to people. This is a lot more thorough, this video. Really great that I got to meet with Dave. That's really cool because I learned more on this particular property. And as you can tell, it's really, really tricky to get precise information without Dave. This is one reason why I always bring him in every single time. It's not to push him, but he's got all the information. He does these lots all the time. He's in the subdivision. He's not one of these companies on the outside that gouge you for showing up and all this. The convenience is phenomenal. Okay. So I'm at 1 minute right now. The entrance is right around the corner. That's how close you are on this property. I've got to get more lots on Brackenridge. And yes, the roads kind of suck right now. They're washed out, but this is as bad as they get. Okay, so we're at a minute and a half. And I would say precisely 2 minutes on the dot, and I am at, okay, I'm at exactly to the T, 0.4 or 1/2 of a mile. There's your 0.4. Okay, if you can see that, there's your 0.4. So I'm going to turn. Of course, this boat ramp is, you can see this turnoff road's only like 300 feet away. So now we're turning around the block. And of course, where the boat ramp is, you know where the lot is basically located at this point. If you're, I gotta tell you, this lot's perfect if you got a boat. And that's, the more I think about it, the more I'm learning as I'm watching the distance. Really, really neat situation. And my estimation was way off on the distance. And maybe not way off. There's the boat ramp. That's really close, right around the corner. Oh man, that's cool. So we are at 0.8 miles from the 0.9, actually from the lot to the boat ramp, 0.9 miles. So that's going out the subdivision and just arriving 0.9. You can't beat that. And there's a sign we shot in the video, so the lot is going to be right behind us on the next street over. Pretty cool. Anyway, this concludes everything. Good luck.